Duly noted, 7/25/2015. Hi, I'm Dr. Kathy Dooley. I'm here at the amazing Catalyst Sport working on my pull-up. It took me 34 years to get my pull-up, and it's a long time, but it was my childhood dream. When I was a kid, I just couldn't get myself up to the bar. I know a lot of people are in my definite group of people that just can't seem to get it, so I want to give you a couple of tricks on the ways that I finally was able to get my pull-up. Abdominal strength is going to be a big one. You can work on abdominal strength in a dead hang that prepares you for the pull-up. I found that a lot of ab drills on the ground didn't really have carryover into a vertical pull. And so I did things on the ground, and that was great, but it didn't really help me when I got to the bar. So I wanted to help you learn a hollow position to be able to pull the ribs towards the hips, keep the chest up, and then like one of my colleagues says, it's a sternum up, not a pull-up. So just getting yourself into a dead hang position can be super helpful. So when you jump to the bar, pulling the ribs towards the hips, actually pulling your weight a little bit forward, can really help to activate the lats and pull yourself up so that your sternum is almost parallel with the bar. Instead of pulling yourself straight up and using things like the lats and traps, this will help you to be able to get yourself a little bit of obliquity to the bar and be able to use things like the dorsal sling, the lats, the glutes, and then connect to the abdomen. So it's imagining that you're pulling the ribs down towards the hips. If you don't have the thoracic freedom to do this, you may have to work on that first. Being able to dissociate the rib cage movement from the spinal movement is huge. Remember, the ribs are attached via sternocostal joints here in front. These are synovial joints, they're movable joints. Also in the back, they're attached, a typical rib is usually attached to 2 different vertebrae as well as a transverse process. So you have 3 different joints on the back on each side to really help you with the mobility and freedom of the rib. So the ribs can move quite a bit independent of the thorax. So if you're trying to pull the ribs down, don't try to flex your thorax. Try to pull the ribs towards the hips in this manner. You may have to work on that first before you can actually get yourself into a hollow position. By hollow, I do not mean suck in the gut. It's quite the opposite. If you want a big inhale, you can't suck in the gut first. So you have to give a nice big inhale through the gut with the ribs approximating the hips, but not yet pulled down. As you're pulling yourself to the bar, the ribs will come more towards the hips in this more sagittal plane. So as you pull yourself up to the dead hang position, get your breath and then pull yourself to the bar like that. A lot of people have trouble with the initiation portion of the pull, so that can really help you just working on that basic hollow position. You can add an exhalation, although I don't suggest exhaling as you're doing the pull. You want to maintain intra-abdominal pressure, so you'll actually hear me on the pull-up start to exhale as I push myself up to the bar. So you get into your position, pack the shoulders if you will. You notice I don't exhale until I get all the way up there. Try these things. You'll get addicted to just hanging from the bar, which is pretty great for shoulder health. Get used to getting into the hollow position, get that rib freedom, and all of a sudden you'll start to link into these abs, seeing how they have carryover into the lats and glutes that attach to them. And I hope this helps you. I hope you do some pulls. Just hang from the bar and work on that hollow position. Before you know it, you're pulling yourself up to it. Dr. Kathy Dooley, I'll see you next time.